Hi, my name is Coldbeer, and let's start with Empires of the Undergrowth. Here you will become an ant daddy or an ant mama, and you will help them excavate nests underground, construct tunnels and chambers to store food and raise the brood. You will control a variety of warrior ant species and wage battles, and command your workers to build and supply your base. Also, you will have to protect your queen at all costs, at the same time navigating the threats and opportunities of the insect world. Missions are narrated from the perspective of a documentary filmmaker who is studying the ants. He offers intelligent insight into the happening of the colony and the undergrowth beyond. Yeah, sadly it's not Attenborough, but you get the idea. People in the Steam comments are saying that it's very fun to play, although it can be hard and frustrating at times. You know, ants are kinda dumb, just like your cousin, but once you get the hang of it, it is really fun game to play. The review score is above 90%, meaning that this may be the game you were looking for all along. And now I want to invite you to join a contest on my Twitter and win Aetheris. This party-based RPG was just recently released on Steam and developers gave me 10 keys just to give them to you guys, and I'm doing that. All you need to do, visit my Twitter page and join the contest. 10 winners will be picked automatically next Friday. You will find the link to my Twitter in the first pinned comment below. Cult of the Lamb. More than 90% of a positive review score is not something you may easily ignore. You know, you may ignore your coworkers, you may ignore that nasty pimple on your nose, you may even ignore the fact that you earn the same amount of money as in the last year and the inflation is making you poor, but you can't ignore potato salad, boobies and cult of a lamb. Because here you will be thrown into the role of a possessed lamb and must start your own cult in a land of false prophets. You will venture out into diverse and mysterious regions to build a loyal community of fanatical followers and spread your word to become the one true cult. Also, you will have to destroy the non-believers and defeat rival cult leaders to absorb their power and potato salad. People on Steam are saying that this game is unbelievably fun, has great art style and is really addictive, just like a real cult. Resident Evil 4. 6 years have passed since the biological disaster in Raccoon City. You are one of the survivors of the incident, and you have been sent to rescue the president's kidnapped daughter. You track her to a secluded European village where there is something terribly wrong with the locals. They all put pineapple into potato salad. I'm kidding, of course, nothing that horrifying. Those people are just crazy. You know, they want to kill you, mutilate your body, and then do something else with it. What a nice place to be, you know? So you will be living this nightmare and you will do your best trying to survive. People are saying that after playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, it was hard to hope that anything can be that level of awesomeness, but Resident Evil 4 does miracles. Players are saying that this remake is just excellent, and you know, I can only agree, this game is awesome. Mutazione, or however it is pronounced, a delightfully quirky indie game. Here you play as Kai, who has traveled to the mysterious town of Mutazione to care for her sick grandfather. Because, you know, like in every game, you want him to leave that workshop for you, right? So, you want him dead as soon as possible. I'm kidding, of course, and my humor is dark, but this game is obviously for more mature players. Also, this is a very short game. You'll complete it in just a few hours. But during your time with the game, you'll speak to the town's bizarre yet delightful creatures, explore the surrounding areas, and even grow some crops. Call of the Sea. A wonderful game for puzzle lovers when you unlock the secrets in the Hunt of Missing Expedition. It is the year 1934. In the far reaches of South Pacific, you play as Nora, who has crossed the ocean following the trail of her missing husband's expedition and finds herself in a lush island paradise, a nameless forgotten place dotted with the remnants of lost civilization. What strange mysteries does it hold? And what might Nora dig up in her quest for the truth? Maybe a better recipe for potato salad? Nah, I doubt it. People are talking that Call of the Sea has very interesting story and the visuals are stunning. On Steam it has about 90% of positive reviews, and that is definitely enough for you to dive in this first-person story-rich adventure. Find your husband, my hero. Find him alive. Yonder, the Cloudcatcher Chronicles. This title can be really entertaining for those who like farming and crafting games like Stardew Valley, My Time at Portia and similar ones. Although it's not on the same level of quality, it's way shorter and smaller than those aforementioned, but it's really cute and interesting. If you have a hunger for games like that, it may be a good choice. Yonder is a relaxing open-world adventure set in a natural island paradise with 8 distinct environments ranging from tropical beaches to snow-capped summits. But this land is not as perfect as it seems. The mysterious Murg has taken hold of a land, so your task is to
remove it.
Monster Hunter World. You'll take on the role of a hunter and slay ferocious monsters in a living ecosystem, where you can use the landscape and its diverse inhabitants to get the upper hand. You can hunt alone or in co-op with up to 3 other players, and use materials collected from fallen foes to craft new gear. There are 14 different weapons at your disposal, each with its own unique characteristics and styles of attack. Many hunters acquire proficiency in multiple types, while others prefer to attain mastery of one. Monster Hunter World has 87% of positive reviews on Steam, left by more than 200,000 players. Incredible achievement. For the King. If you took Heroes of Might and Magic and crossbred it with some children's book with big pictures in it, you would get For the King. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of a better comparison, but it's quite accurate. For the King is a strategic RPG that blends tabletop and roguelike elements in an adventure that spans over the realms. You can play it alone or cooperatively, both online and locally. Here, every playthrough is made unique with procedurally generated maps, quests, loots, and events for you to participate in. Between playthroughs, you can purchase weapons, items, NPCs, classes, events, and so on. It has roguelite replayability implemented, and this time it's kinda cool. You know, except the fact that you will die a lot. Yeah, that's what roguelite is all about. Dying and then getting better because of that. People on Steam are saying that the game is very addictive, and you can be killed by a skeleton named Boner. Let that sink. Dune Spice Wars. At the beginning I was really surprised how light this game is. It only requires 4 GB of free space. What is this witchery? And because of that, Dune Spice Wars works incredibly smoothly. Loading times are almost non-existent, and the game itself launches very fast as well, a few seconds and you are in the main menu. I honestly can say that I am not used to this. The game itself looks like a casual 4X title, like Civilization, but it's not. It's a mix of 4X and real-time strategy. You start with your main base and then you have to expand. To do that, you need to explore surrounding areas with your ornithopter and find some resources. I mean areas rich in spice, having which is really nice. It rhymes because spice here is money, and money is nice. That always rhymes. Roses are red, violets are blue, money is nice. See? Anyway, I can recommend the game, I really liked it. Serial Cleaner. Have you ever wanted to clean a crime scene? Yeah, I thought so, I'm not so eager as well. But this game lets us dive into this grim and, by the way, very well paid job. Maybe after playing you will reconsider your career choices. By the way, it's not some official job. Oh no, you work for the Mafia and clean crime scenes for them. See, I said that this job is well paid. A good cleaner never gets caught, so you have to make sure you get in, clean up and get out without leaving a trace of evidence for the police to find. Game features a funky 70s inspired soundtrack, real-world data to modify levels according to the current time of day in your whereabouts, full story campaign, and even challenge modes. People on Steam are saying that this is simple and chill game with a very unique style, although be prepared to rage a little when you will get caught right before finishing the mission. Human Fall Flat. This is a hilarious, light-hearted physics platformer set in a world of floating dreamscapes. Each level provides a new environment to navigate, from mansions, castles, and Aztec adventures to snowy mountains, eerie nightscapes, and industrial locations. Multiple routes through each level and playful puzzles ensure exploration and ingenuity are rewarded. More than 30 million copies are sold so far, and this is not a coincidence. This game is very entertaining. And the best review I have read about this game was written by IGN. They said, "It's just dumb fun." And yeah, that's what it is. Tons of laughing guaranteed.
Oxygen not included.
Here you will find that scarcities of oxygen, warmth, and everything else are constant threats to your colony's survival. You will guide colonists through the perils of subterranean asteroid living, and watch as their population grows until they are not simply surviving, but thriving. You know, like Bear Grylls in nature, except here you don't need to drink your own piss. Though you can do that if you want in real life, I'm not judging you. So here, just like in Dungeon Manager games, everything in your space colony is under your control. From excavation to resource allocation, right down to plumbing and power systems. Resources will begin depleting with your first breath, so be sure to dig fast if you want to live. Your inhabitants each have different and potentially destructive ways of reacting to stress, so be sure to always keep them happy, whatever the cost, or they will all go amok and you will have to start over again. And now thank you for watching, and don't miss the opportunity to win party-based RPG Aetheris. You will find the link to the contest in the first pinned comment below. Have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye!